tell you about another community now, when community members of Motherwell in the Eastern Cape are bidding farewell to one of their own today. The funeral service of Zenizole Vena is currently underway. The mayor and his deputy are among those in attendance. Dumisani Vena, the teen's uncle, has described Zenizole as a vibrant teenager who had big dreams. Siphosethu Booi is covering that funeral for us. Who was this young woman, Sipho?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dudu. And when you say that Zenizole has been a teenager in the area of Motherwell here in Bebeja, you are correct. Zenizole was a young teenager with big dreams. Zenizole was a vibrant young person who loved her friends, her family, and had big dreams for her life and her family. Her uncle spoke about Zenizole and mentioned the fact that she had aspirations of building a house for her mother and moving the family from this particular location they stay at to a different location, and making sure that her mother was well taken care of as far as her family is concerned, as well as the rest of her family. And she was, of course, staying here in Motherwell in U11.
According to our understanding, at least, this young woman was gang raped. She managed to survive, and she went to the local clinic for help. And then what happened?
Zenizole was then met by Raza Mamsindi Swantanti, for who's the woman who met Zenizole and accompanied her to the clinic. Mama Tanti spoke to us yesterday in an interview, and she mentioned the fact that when she met Zenizole, she heard a young girl crying, and as she looked carefully, it was her. Then she told Umama that she has been raped. They then moved to the Motherwell clinic here in NU11. Upon arrival, there were people in the queue in this particular clinic, but the mother, Umama Untandiso, had been asked for permission to the community of Motherwell to let them in, as Zenizole was in a bad situation and needed medical attention, and the community members then allowed them to walk inside the clinic without standing in the queue. And when they walked in, they were then met by a sister in charge in this particular clinic, who then told them that they don't handle rape cases in this particular clinic. So therefore, Mama needed to take Zenizole to the police station that is in Motherwell. As they were leaving this particular clinic, making their way to the police station, she then lost a bit of strength, and she was then helped or assisted by a Jikeleza driver, the local taxis that commute people from one place to another, who then took them to the police station. And upon arrival, there were no attention given to them by the police that were on duty that particular day, and Umama was not even asked to make a statement on behalf of Zenizole. And it was in that moment when she started vomiting, and the Mama Undandiso believes that she then had a seizure, and that's when she started vomiting, and then she had to leave Zenizole after she then called a police officer to come and assist her and tell her if Zenizole was to be okay or if she was breathing. So the police officer then walked towards Umama and told her that Zenizole was no more. She then left Zenizole in the police station to go and call Zenizole's uncle, who works not far from the police station. Upon arrival, the manager of this particular place where the uncle works had told Umama that the uncle is not at work just yet. As she was still there, the police officers then accompanied the family member, who then went to the police station after they had heard that Zenizole was at the police station, to tell Umama that Zenizole is no more. They then went to Zenizole's home to get Zenizole's mother, and upon arrival, Zenizole's body was still at the police station, covered in a blanket that Mamunda Antiso had given her, and they were told at the spot that Zenizole is no more.
What have community members told you, Sethu, in terms of particularly the assault against women in Motherwell? Is this something that is rife in that area?
The Gqeberha Forum chairperson who spoke to us also yesterday to clarify the current situation that was happening, but not much has been said about the developments of this particular case, as there were also provincial commissioners who were at Zenizole's home as well, and they had promised that within 7 days there will be developments and further investigation reports that will say how far they are with regards to this particular case. However, Zenizole's uncle had mentioned to me yesterday that the perpetrators are still on the loose. There's 3 of them underage and 1 man who is above age. Then the 3 is also out. Nothing has been said with regards to an issue of bail or what had happened, but they do know as a family that the perpetrators are out. Different political parties are also here. The mayor was also here, Dudu, and the deputy mayor. The deputy mayor, Utadumkhuseli Jack, also spoke to the community as well as the family of Zenizole, promising that he'll head steer this particular case, making sure that justice is done and is served on Zenizole's life, making mention also of the fact that the family will be supported by the community as well as the municipality, as well as the councillor of this particular ward, that asked for political parties not to use the Vena pain as a time for canvassing. The community here is out in numbers, from young people to old people. There's a lot of support inside and out, and Zenizole's mother has been having breakdowns within this particular program as it started in the morning right through till now. But currently now, what I can tell you is that the priest in charge is now giving the sermon for the funeral, and it's almost time for Zenizole to be taken to her final resting place that will also be here in Motherwell, not far from her home, as well as the church that we are in currently.
Siphosethu, Booi, thank you very much for that comprehensive report. More news for you when we return.